We're so glad to have each one of you here as we have two wonderful guest speakers who are going to enlighten us through this session. I'm very, very happy to welcome Akanksshaa, Kulkarni, and Sonia Rajesh. So here's Akanksshaa for you. A very, very beautiful, intro. I think it's very hard to sort of synchronize all her achievements and whatever that she is doing, but I'm going to try my best. She's a soul guide, intuitive channel, healer, and transformational mentor who bridges the worlds of corporate leadership and spiritual awakening. With over 21 years of experience in IT and finance leadership, alongside profound spiritual mastery, she now guides individuals through deeply transformative soul led sessions, blending Akashic wisdom, intuitive channeling, energetic healing, and conscious awakening. Her journey took a profound turn after her son Arnav crossed over in 2020, an experience that became the catalyst for deep spiritual remembrance, healing, and purpose. Today, she describes her work as creating sacred spaces for people to reconnect with their soul essence, inner truth, and higher guidance. An Amazon best-selling author, wellness coach, meditation teacher, and founder of Mind and Beyond and the Arnav Memorial Foundation, Akankssha's presence beautifully embodies resilience, spirituality, healing, and conscious leadership. So happy to have you with us, Akanksshaa. Warm welcome.
Thank you
I,
so much, Yoga.
I now welcome Sonia Rajesh, an equally great guest speaker today, a trainer dedicated to helping individuals navigate life with emotional strength, clarity, and compassion. With over 9 years of experience in mental wellness and emotional well being, Sonia has empowered thousands through impactful sessions across schools, colleges, and corporate organizations. Her work focuses on emotional intelligence, stress regulation, resilience building, and creating psychologically safe spaces for growth and healing. As the founder of Hands to Heart and Say Yes to English, Sonia brings together mindfulness, reflective practices, storytelling, and trauma informed communication to support individuals in high pressure environments and emotionally demanding phases of life. A certified life coach, Emotional Wellness Institute trainer, Reiki healing practitioner, and alumna of the Cherry Blair Foundation for Women UK, Sonia's approach beautifully blends structure with empathy, helping people to reconnect with inner balance and emotional grounding. I'm your host, Yogambika Kumaraguru, along with my co-host, Tinu Santosh. A warm welcome once again to this session. So without further ado, I'm happy to kickstart these sessions. So I'd like to go with Akanksshaa first. What is something people see in you today, Akanksshaa, and applaud without knowing your journey and what it took to become that person?
Okay, wow. That's a multi-layered question, I would say. So, what they applaud in me, and I have been visible, so to say, in many areas. Like I've been an author, I'm a podcaster, and I have had guests from 14 different countries, 150 plus episodes. And I am also Akashic Channeler and US National Board Certified Health and Wellness Coach. I am also Reiki Master. So I have done multiple things in life, and this is outside of my corporate experience. So my basic educational background is MBA Finance, and now I'm doing PhD. So when people applaud, I would say, and I would say this with a lot of humility, that they see somebody who's very highly educated with kind of intellectual background, because I worked in IT, and a podcaster and author, and seen as a leader, so to say. But what they don't know essentially uh, is my journey. And I always say that I have lived many lifetimes in this life. So if I were to kind of sum it up, it's going to be difficult, but I'll still try to keep it short. I started asking existential questions when I lost my mother at the age of 11. So my childhood was tough, and we come from a very humble background, middle class family. So my education was mostly on scholarship till, and then I paid for my own MBA by working in between. So my basic graduation is architecture. So yes, my childhood was tough, and then I was to go abroad and study there. My visa was rejected, so I couldn't do that. And then I did my MBA here from Symbiosis. And I have worked for 21 years. Alongside, I have been a spiritual teacher, even along with my corporate career. And I have had many setbacks in life, multiple setbacks in life. And I had certain belief systems, and what had helped me, I kind of worked through that and used it in my spiritual teaching till 2020. And 2020 is my most radical awakening, because what I thought was my belief, spiritual beliefs, even spirituality, it completely shattered my belief. And I mean, it's changed my entire perspective towards life when my son, who was 17-year-old, crossed over in 2020. And after that, I have gone through so many dark nights of the soul. I was literally told by my spirit guides, and this is something that whenever I talk about certain terminology, you may think a woo-woo kind of thing, and it's little esoteric. But I do have science background, and I whenever I accept certain beliefs, I accept them based on experience and knowing. So spirituality is largely experiential. And when I started experiencing certain different things, that is the time it's radically changed my world. I had many sleepless nights. First 5 months or so, I could not sleep after my son crossed over. Yes, being a spiritual teacher, I know the reality, the nature of reality, that we are all spiritual beings come here to experience this human experience. And usually we say that we human beings experiencing spiritual experiences, but it's not that. We are spiritual beings experiencing this human life. And even though I knew that, as a mother, it was hard. A kid who you see 24/7 and who you love so much and care for so much suddenly is not there in front of your eyes, and it's hard. uh, I I have spent days where I would just sit and cry the whole day and do nothing. And I had to literally gather myself up from the ashes, I would say, and pick up myself and then show up for myself. So showing up itself required a lot of strength for me. And I had to show up for myself and for the world, because I knew that if I'm here and if I'm still here after my son crossed over, then there is a purpose for it. And I have to help people. And then over the last 5.5 years or so, I have done that, not just through my own experiences and healing, because I had to heal myself first to help others. But also I did it in a structured way. I did a lot of certifications. The biggest blessing in all of this is that my son is connected with me, and he started connecting with me immediately after he crossed over. And his journey has accelerated so much that he's in the 15th dimension now. And I have had soul remembrance of being a star seed, Arcturian star seed, and being on other star systems. I have seen myself as a multidimensional soul, projecting my consciousness across space time dimensions. And that is why I have this my channel name as Multidimensional Soul. And in India, we have a lot of misconceptions about, not connecting with the loved ones who have crossed over. And there is so much of fear and panic created around that. And initially, I was thinking whether I should, approach the mediums. So this journey has been really tough because I met so many people to kind of learn how to connect with my son in a proper way, not get caught up in these things. But my son told me that, Mom, I'm connected with you so well, you don't have to go to anybody. And this is something that it's not just me, but there are so many high vibrational world renowned guests who came on my channel, and other healers who kind of confirmed this, because whenever it was required, he connected with them. And all my world renowned guests, like literally who are known in science and spirituality expert, I have had even quantum physicists on my channel, and they have validated that, they have thanked me for his presence. I mean, what better what better thing can be for a mother. I am so proud of him. The way he has evolved, he already is an evolved soul. uh, but it was a uphill task for me to go through all of that. And uh, it was that required tremendous strength and courage and showing up even on day-to-day basis for the last few years. Yeah, so that is in short, I would say.
Thank you so much, Akansha. I think I know you in person also, and I totally resonate with being that epitome of resilience. More power to you. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Over to you, Sonia. The same question.
Yeah, I have thank you, Yoga. And it was really, really, very, close to heart hearing Akansha speaking. I too have a different story. People often see the calmness, the strength, and that is which I am confident that I carry today. But they have not, they may not see the years of inner battles, emotional healing, and self-doubt that shaped me. For me, I was a single child of my parents, doctor parents, and both of them crossed over in the year of 2018. Mom went first. She was suffering from a Stevens syndrome disease, and I've seen her being a very strong pillar of strength. Although they were physically separated, living separated, I had a bit of troubled childhood. Means I did not get the love of my father. He was away in a different city, and but I really had the love of my grandparents, and they never they never showed me what the world was. I was given so much of love, and suddenly once I was getting married to another different household, the things were very, very different. And I used to cry a lot. I did not understand what how things were happening, and there was lot of turbulence in my married life, and I'm still married. And I was a very, in that time, I was a very timid girl who did not have a voice. A time came when I really had to start standing up for myself, and it was that, once after my parents crossed over, within a span of 6 months, after mom went, father also went on, 2018 December. So after that, I started looking into why is this happening? Why did they go? They used to fight. I mean, they did not have a very good relationship. But why did mother take him away? Because also into the as numerology, I'm number two, Mulang two, and it is supposed to be very emotional. I'm a very emotional person. I used to cry. Even now, with a touch a button, I start crying. So then I also learned Akashic records, but I did not practice it. And when I went into that records reading and with other trainers of mine, what they told me was that start doing healing and helping out people, and then you will see a remarkable difference because you are being brought into this world for a specific reason. So people are not able to see the emotional exhaustion and the trauma that I have undergone. But now I am trying to spread maximum awareness about trauma bonds, narcissism, what energy flow is, how I can help the general public, how to get out of this trauma, process the trauma, and even if there is nobody else. I mean, आपको तो बस आप चाहिए, भगवान चाहिए, और खुद में एक विश्वास चाहिए. So, reaching here, I had to take many silent decisions because my children, especially my daughter, is becoming a doctor now, she is not, doesn't agree with all these, like, oh, kya karte ho. Although my husband is slow in Reiki and pranic, but he doesn't openly admit that, okay, support in that support system. So I'm trying to, help out people and especially see that how some things I can change whoever who is suffering in a small way I can do.
Thank you so much, Sonia. That I think was yet another dimension to understanding life challenges, and again a lot of resilience. I think it's very less spoken also, these kind of challenges, right? So kudos to both the women. Um, Moving ahead to yet another question. What is your message to women who feel stuck between responsibility and self-discovery? Akansha?
Yeah. Okay, thanks, Yoga. So, I would say, I have a little bit of different view on that, and this is from my own experience perspective. Uh, Responsibility is responsibility, ability to respond. So essentially, responsibility becomes a burden when your ability to respond becomes a reaction. Instead of responding, you react. And this is something that was happening in my life for quite some time, because I chose, all of us actually, whatever we go through, we choose all of those things before we are born. We have certain soul contracts. My soul contract with my husband was ex-husband was a karmic when I got divorced in 2016, and that I had stayed in my marriage just for the sake of my son, because um, I I believe a kid should have both the parents. And then he told me that, Mom, you don't have to stay with dad, because he saw what was going on. So I didn't have the kind of support that you would expect uh, while my kid was growing up. And there were a lot of things. I was in IT, so the work pressures were bad at times. I was handling a team of 1,000+ people. And so being a mother, doing a job which is high stress job, and handling uh, household stuff, it's becomes a lot at times. It becomes a lot of responsibility. But what I think has helped me through all of this is the spiritual practices. And that is because we all are here to experience certain things and learn some lessons in this life. And in that, first, when you know that who you are, and then align with that, and then take care of everything else, then everything falls into place. But you're doing this also, this also, this also, this also, and then just dancing on everybody else's tunes, then that's not going to work out. You have to take time out for yourself, find out who you are, connect with who you are, and then respond to life, respond to whatever is coming across for you. And it's easier said than done, because I know, I know it from my experience, um, having a lot on my plate at the same time. But it's there is a saying that if you don't fill your cup, then how are you going to pour into somebody else, right? So that self love is very important. Unless, and that is why, know you who you are, love yourself, only then you can take care of others in a well, I mean, everybody's well-being in a loving way, and you won't react in that case, then the responsibilities will not feel like a burden. And that is why, like, every day taking time out for yourself, whether it's 20 minutes, 30 minutes, doing meditation, I can vouch, like, you have to meditate. There's no excuse, or there's no I would say, and the meditation can be in any form. Like, mindfulness is also a form of meditation. Even if you're washing the dishes, if you're doing it in a way with lot of awareness, and pouring yourself into that, rather than having your mind run around, oh, okay, I did this, now I have to do this, rather than doing that, okay, are you 100% involved in that, whatever you are doing, and keeping your mind still. So this is like one example. But connecting with nature, grounding yourself in doing breath work, meditation, sound work, whatever helps you, whatever helps you bring you to that center. So essentially, first find who you are. Unless you know who you are and connect with who you are, then you are just, I would say, living in the matrix kind of, living in an automated way. And it's very easy to work in an automated way, right? Because um, our society teaches us, like, okay, get well educated, get a 9 to 5 job, work well, raise your kids, and then take care of grandkids, and then that's your life. But that's not life. That's not life. So uh, so you be curious and be sincere, I would say. And there's a lot about this also, I have written in my book, that how to break the societal patterns and continue, because our society puts so much pressure on us, that if something here and there goes, if kids make mistakes, they blame the parents. So you have to be the best at parenting, then you have to be the best at your job, then you have to be the best of taking care of your home. So then you are doing this without knowing who you are, and then there is a disconnect. And that's why I highly recommend that, okay, spend some time with yourself, connect with yourself, and find out who you are, love yourself, love who you are, and then respond accordingly to the world. So that is how you balance responsibility and finding yourself. Yeah.
Thank you, Akansha. Yet another profound answer. I will validate for Akansha's consistency and discipline on connecting with self. She has hazar alarms on her phone for various activities. I discovered it when we traveled together to the Babaji trip. Over to you, Sonia, for your thoughts.
Yeah. So what I also feel is that people say, if you're doing something professionally, it may show us a lack in your personal life, or personal life, if there is, you're becoming very perfectionist in personal life, you won't be able to do in the professional life. But what I feel is that responsibility and the self-discovery can surely coexist. And right from from our parents or grandparents, mothers or women have been always taught, give. Yes, giving is of course needed, but somewhere we lack looking into ourselves, because when we start, we don't look into ourselves, then we start giving so much. Finally we get drained and we don't have anything else to give, and at that time, you feel, oh, what life has happened like this. So one should have really start giving some rest to yourself, enjoy your life, hang out with friends, do something that is keeping yourself happy as a purpose. So that is what I feel, and one should always stand up for whatever that is happening. Nobody else will stand up for you. You have to stand up for yourself. And again, I feel that the breath is something that is our companion, constant companion. Right time God has given us this body, and the time when we leave this body also. So do the breath work, and also pursue your dreams. That is what I want to tell each woman. And even everyone has one talent or another. So most women, what they tend to do is, okay, ठीक है, हस्बैंड के लिए, फैमिली के लिए, या मम्मी पापा के लिए छोड़ दो, ये इच्छा को छोड़ दो. आई मीन डांस सीखना है तो नो, छोड़ दो, डांस नहीं करना, म्यूजिक सीखना है या करना नहीं है बाद में. So that shouldn't be there. One should try to pursue their own interest and be happy, and also try to do whatever they can to the society. And I feel that healing is something which everyone should try to do, because it's not selfish. It's a much needed thing of the hour, because the world is so much changing, and so many problems are there. That's because, as Akanksshaa said, we all have, and it's so happy to hear, because many people don't hear these words of star seeds, soul contract. And I feel today, universe really had some, because I was sharing the space. I'm sharing the space with her, so I'm really lucky. And thank you once again for bringing me here. So the I feel one has to be connected to oneself, so that, like, the cup will be overflowing with love and affection and compassion to the world.
Thank you, Sonia. I think that reiteration on inner work is something so relevant, and I think both of you have have spoken so much about it. Thank you so much. As Mother's Day is round the corner, I wanted to ask this question to both of you. What does motherhood mean to you beyond the roles and responsibilities? Over to you, Akansha.
Wow. I have written in depth about this in my book. And there was a post actually I had written on LinkedIn on my son's birthday. His name is Arana. It was his birthday. 1st November is his birthday. So I had written a post, I think, a couple of years back, or 3 years back, and it got viral. And I didn't expect it. Was a short post, and so many hundreds of people reached out to me. And that post was written from the downloads I received from him, actually. And he told me about a scientific term which I did not know. It's called microchimerism. So, when a child is born, a child's cells enter mother's body, and they stay there for decades, even after the child is born. And this is known as microchimerism. And I can feel him within my body. Uh, this is something that I have written in my book also, that when I was pregnant with him, I had gone to London Eye. So I was visiting London for some office work, and I went to London Eye, and I was pregnant with him at that time. So after I came back, when he was like 3 or 4 years old, I think 3 years old, I was London Eye came on TV, was some show, and I just showed Arnav, see London Eye. So when I went there, you were in my tummy. So he very innocently asked me, "But mom, why did you eat me?" And that was like a joke for us for a long time. So I visited London Eye again in 2024, because he guided me to visit. He told me to visit UK and France, and there was some energy work required, and he got my trip sponsored, which is like a huge miracle. There are so many miracles and synchronicities that have happened in my life after he started helping me, and I have started connecting with ascended masters, deities, and it's like it's a huge blessing. When I visited London Eye again in 2024, luckily the cubicle that they have for uh, viewing, they had only 7 8 people, so I could literally sit down there and meditate. And it was so serene and so uh, I just don't have words, but I could feel him within me. And that is the mother child bond. Yes, I experienced, and I feel so grateful to God for giving him as my son, because we are all independent souls. And then we come here, we decide that okay, I'll be your husband, I'll be your wife, or I'll be your son, I'll be your daughter, I'll be your mother, father. That way, and I thank God every single day, that thank you for making him my son, and thank him also for coming as my son. I feel so grateful. He's an evolved soul already. When he was here, he could he could hold the discussions for 2 hours on science and spirituality. And I had given him brief history of time of Stephen Hawking. I had given him when he was 9 years old to read, and he had read that, and he could discuss that with me. So he was a brilliant kid academically also, and even otherwise. Like, he would research and he would go in a rabbit hole and do a lot of research about everything. So he was passionate about exercising and nutrition, and then spirituality, physics, a lot of music, and he has continued that. So if I tell you something, please don't freak out, but he has worked with Einstein and Nikola Tesla in the spiritual realms. He's worked with Goddess Saraswati, and this is not just me, my guests have validated this. They have also got downloads. So our relationship as mother child has continued across space time dimensions. And that is the message that I have to give to all those who are grieving their loved ones. That the bond of love continues. Love doesn't know space time dimensions. Love doesn't end with your physical body. And our children are connected with us, even at the cellular level, not just at the physical level. So it's a very, very, very beautiful relationship. And, in Western countries, they put romantic love on the pedestal. Uh, they put that as the highest. But in India, if you see in Indian scriptures, they always say the love of mother is the highest one. That is the closest to the divine love. That is the most unconditional love. And my son has taught me unconditional love, because without him, I would not have experienced this unconditional love. So, how much ever hardship I had to face, juggling him, my motherhood, and my high stress job and all, it's nothing. When I think of it now, it's like it's nothing. it it's so much more valuable and so much more. I mean, I don't have words. It's love. It's unconditional love, and it's a huge blessing to experience that kind of love. Yeah.
I think we all need, minutes to absorb what you're speaking. So soul touching memories and reflections. Thank you, Akansha. Sonia, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, when she was speaking, I could feel goosebumps and tears in my eyes because somewhere I was very much connected with my mother. I was very much dependent on her because she was a very courageous lady. And when compared to her, I was not showing up what strength she had. Even now, when I feel at moments of sadness and loneliness, I call upon both of them and say, tell, all these, whatever I'm undergoing, and ask them for strength. So about motherhood, what I feel is many times when now I look into the even the camera or the mirror on the Facebook or any picture of mine, I can see her in my face. Like this part is entirely hers, and my grandmother's lips were my grandmother's, and like that. So motherhood earlier, when I was a young mother, I really did not understand what the essence of motherhood was. Like, I was very much sacrificing, taking my children to so that they could learn. I have a girl, I have a daughter and a son. Daughter is elder, and son is the younger one. So I did, whatever I could. I used to take them for classes, different classes, because I was always thinking like, no, they should not always be the mugging up books. They should develop as a human being. So when my daughter grew up, I mean, she had seen the domestic violence and the verbal abuse I had to undergo. So she had become actually a parent to me. Both of the children had been telling me, leave the toxicity if you want, please go. But I was the one who was not ready. So what I feel is that we are growing up along with our children. The new Gen Z has so much to teach us, which our parents couldn't show us. They are more mature. I feel that most of them know what they need from this life. They are more environmental friendly, and they feel that this world should be a better place rather than fighting and the war and cruelty to animals and all. So I feel the motherhood is a transformative journey where each day we are learning something from. I have learned a lot from my children. Like when I was undergoing this frustration and all, it was my daughter who told me, take a help of a psychologist. And I even went because I couldn't know how to process the emotions. So I feel each day motherhood is a real special thing. And I'm really lucky. I mean, they are there as soul guides to me to help out. So it also reveals strengths like you never knew you had. So that's a big shout out to every mother and who's planning to become a mother too, that this is a blessed journey. Like they have come to teach us something, and it's a learning and unlearning and relearning journey.
Absolutely. Thank you, Sonia, for bringing this up. I so agree that Gen Z, they are a different breed altogether. Our parents, they think it is lesser of them to learn from us. They have big ego, have this thing that, okay, they can't learn from us. But we need to break those patterns, and we can learn from our children. And especially now, there are so many higher beings who are coming on earth in the form of children. There are many star seeds who are coming at autistic children. So this is something that this is something that we all need to kind of keep in mind, that there is no shame in learning from children, and actually there are best teachers.
Totally heartfelt conversations, and I think it's a truly come alive episode today. On that heavy, intense moment, we slightly shift into a fun, light-hearted, rapid-fire round. I'll start with Sonia first. Um, Sonia, here are your rapid-fire questions. Tea conversations or silent sunsets?
Uh, Silent Sunset.
Okay. One song that can instantly change your energy.
Mm, Gulabo.
Okay. What would your younger self be surprised to know about you today?
Pardon, I didn't get you.
What would your younger self be surprised about you today?
The courage I've been showing, like on conquering my fears. Uh, yeah, my dog is barking. This was
Okay.
one fear I had, conquered. Right from my birth, I used to be very much afraid of dogs, and that is one thing which I brought him to my life,
Okay.
and that is one thing, courage.
Sure. One thing you're absolutely bad at, but still enjoy doing.
Mm,
Nothing?
what am I bad at? Uh, I enjoy doing. I love dancing, but I am not bad at maybe singing.
Acha, okay.
Yeah.
The last question on rapid fire round to you. If stress could hear you for 10 seconds, what would you tell it?
Just we say, in Malayalam there is called boradi. Okay, boradi means bore ko marna. तो मैं वो तो बोल कर I will tell stress that I will de-stress you.
Good one. Thank you so much. That's your rapid fire round. Moving on to Akansha for
Interesting.
yours. A moment recently that made you feel alive.
Recently.
Yeah.
Okay. There are many moments on my podcast that
Ah,
I was like, oh wow. I go like, wow, because listening to those experiences, they're surreal. And yeah, so there are many such moments on my podcast. I just,
okay. So please watch her channel to know those moments. Yeah.
Uh, Please you share yoga
Yeah,
in the
yeah, we'll
chat
do that.
box also.
We'll do
Yeah.
that. Yeah. One thing you're learning to let go of, Akansha, despite all that spiritual dose.
being hard on myself. I just, because I'm a very self-disciplined and high achiever type A personality, since childhood, I'm learning to go with the flow.
Mm, lovely. One fictional character you relate to.
Flash, the Flash.
Okay. What
Arnav and I used to
energizes
watch it together.
what energizes you more? Meaningful conversations or quiet time?
Both. I'm ambivert.
Okay. Last one. If your life had a title right now, what would it be?
Multi-dimensional soul.
Yeah, you are. I don't know how much of you understand Akanksha's parlances. After some time, it goes above my head also, despite some decent levels of spirituality. She's in a different dimension altogether. So, thanks so much. It was so much of fun with the rapid fire, both of you. I now open the call to the audience to ask any question to any of our guests, Akanksha or Sonia. That's Padmaja, right? Padmaja, you can go ahead.
No, it is like
Oh, sorry. Yeah, yeah. Ashwini, go ahead.
I couldn't stop. I had to ask the question. Sorry, I joined in a little late, but so such a it's so fun to listen to all of this. And one thing which I just can't get off my head because I know I've resonated with both of you on so many levels. We've had this corporate journeys, all of this fluff which is outside. Oh, I'm in a big position. Oh, I'm doing this. Oh, I'm doing that, and all of that. And then suddenly, when you start talking and your journey takes you through the spiritual, which is already a part of you, but then when you go public with it, it has been my experience. You get looked at like as if you're some kind of a wacko or something, like, hey, what are you talking about? Because I remember initially talking about this ascended master, spiritual master, because it's all experience, right? And experience is true to you. So how do you handle that? Like I kind of completely shut off. I learned immediately that no, you can't talk about this here, not because they'll judge me, it's simply because I wanted to just keep away from that energy because they make you think you're going crazy. So just to kind of, so what did you do? Did you have similar similar experience? And this is for both of you.
Okay, so like I had mentioned that I love integrating science, business, and spirituality because I have all of those backgrounds. So when there is a skepticism, and there always
Always
is,
will be.
then then I usually start with quantum physics because that's where the relativity and the perspective, that's where you change everything. Because quantum physics itself says that everything is subjective and your reality itself is subjective.
Correct.
So the nature of reality. So that's how I start. Another thing that I always have believed all my life is I don't care if If people think I'm a wacko, then it's okay. I'm
It's
wacko.
okay.
Then, and those who are meant to receive something from
Yeah,
you, who are meant to resonate with you, will come to you anyway.
absolutely.
So yeah.
Very nice. Very nice. Thank you. That was,
Sure.
yeah. Thank you, Akansha. Sonia, what about you?
Yeah, I have been a bit lucky in this case. Like, although my family, especially my daughter, doesn't agree with us, but I feel that now I'm not looking into who is listening to me and who is not listening to me. But now I feel that when the vibe is there, no, you start attracting on that tribe. The other
That's right.
tribe
Yes.
just starts moving. Even
Correct.
now, we must have sent a link to so many people.
Yes.
Why
Correct.
Only
only
this. Yes.
the chosen
This
ones
group.
are here, isn't it? So,
Correct.
I don't look, I'm not looking like, because if you start hearing, oh, what is this? What is this? Even crystals, people say, oh, that's black magic. That is, people don't understand. And so I leave it. So no use of telling. But what I feel that with God's grace, although several things had happened, I mean, slowly, gradually moving into a crowd of not crowd, the community of light workers, what she told, like star seeds, then understanding, okay, I was born and brought up here for some reason that is going to unfold. So that's what I feel. Slowly, when you start increasing your frequency more, you will find only people who will understand your
Who are on
wavelength,
our
who
frequency.
will understand your uh, what you are trying to tell.
Correct. Correct.
Yeah, and
Thank
people
you.
start falling out of your life.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
When you start rising in the vibration, the people, the
They automatically
frequency,
fall off.
if they don't match, they'll start falling out of your life.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Very
It
nice.
could be
Thank you.
painful, a bit painful, but still, I
Yeah, it's
feel,
been,
yeah,
yeah.
it's painful.
Yeah. But nowadays I've started to enjoy that. Yeah. So it works. Anyway, I'll give the baton to Vinisha. She's raised her hand. Vinisha, hi, go ahead.
Thanks, Ashwini. Wonderful conversations, both of you, from Akansha and from Sonia. Very interesting. And somewhere from, I don't know, many, many years, I too believe in past life. And I've read all the books of Dr. Brian Weiss and I follow him a lot. So I'm wondering, Akansha, when are you getting Dr. Brian Weiss on your podcast?
I will try.
He's like my
But
hero.
I have read his books, yes.
Yeah, and you can read and reread his books, and you will still find something new each time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I had got Dolores. Now Dolores Cannon is not there,
correct.
but her student Sarah. So she had come. Sarah
Lovely.
Breastman Cosme. She's on
Uh,
Gaia and she's world renowned QHST. So her interview is there on my channel. So
Lovely, lovely. I had
yeah.
my son go through a QHHT process, and yeah, we got to know about one of his past lives, and it was very interesting. And I don't know if you know of this gentleman from Hyderabad. He's known as a soul doctor,
Yeah. Newton.
Jitendra
Okay.
Chaudhary. So
Okay.
I
No,
know him
no,
pretty
that
well
is not.
from Hyderabad since I was there. So through him, we got it done. And in the process, uh, actually twice it happened. First time, Lord Ganesha came into my son's life and, actually spoke to him. And
Hmm.
the second time, I don't remember which was the god, but it was a form of Lord Shiva. Because there are so many, I mean, the gods are known as different names across the country. So it was a form of Lord Shiva, and yeah, so I also got some downloads and all that. So yeah, I just love listening, experiencing all of these.
Yeah,
Thank you
Ganesha is
so
very
much.
close to my heart. Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
I get guidance, regular guidance by Ganesha because I've been a Ganesha devotee since my childhood.
Okay.
I have created a Sanskrit chanting course also
Wow.
on Ganesha chanting. I have around 6,000 students on that. Yeah.
Excellent. That's so beautiful. So
Fantastic.
good.
Fantastic.
Thank you. Thank you for the wonderful, wonderful talk today. And it was a pleasure listening to both of you.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Benisha, for the question. Anybody else who would like to ask any other question?
I think a lot of what
Sister,
both of you said, it's
It's
taking
still
time.
thinking.
Some of the downloads are like, okay, let it sink in a
Still
little.
downloading. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, but it's so nice to see even within our group, we don't have these kind of conversations. It's so nice to hear everybody's experience, because then it just opens up a new dimension for all of us, and then everybody quieten down. So it's like, yeah, I can agree with Yoga. It's coming down slowly, slowly, slowly. Yeah.
Okay. So if there are no further questions, I hand over to my co-host Tinu for the summary.
And on behalf of Vicky, Asha, our chairman, I thank Akanksshaa and Sonia for the wonderful session. So yoga itself is like a spiritual leader for us. So connecting both of you was like too much of a spiritualism. We went and the terms which you used, still I am trying to understand what is a soul connection, soul seeding. And it was really nice, Akanksshaa, your talk and your actually connecting your life journey, connecting spirituality with your experience. It was real nice. And Sonia also, you were talking, fulfill your dreams. Whatever your dreams is, go ahead with the dreams and fill the cup. Don't pour from an empty cup. So that was all like insight for all of us. And this is more like a meditation yoga session again for us. Thank you for the wonderful session. And thank you for the wonderful evening for all of us. And thank you on behalf of Vicky.
We
So,
have to take a picture with everybody's camera on, please.
Yeah.
Please. Okay, so Yoga, you'll do the honors.
Yeah. I'll take a screenshot.
Super.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Some more cameras on.
Yes, please switch on the cameras.
Soumya, if possible.
This is Anshu. My
Akshara.
camera has some problem, so just please excuse me for this time.
Yeah, no issues. Yeah. So stay in that moment of downloading in and while I take the screenshot. Yeah, cheers. Yes, moment. I'll try to take one more click.
Yeah, 1 second, Yoga. At the count of 3, if all of us can just click on the pink hearts, so it'll look very lovely.
Count of 3.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And then Yoga, you give the count, so we click and we put all the hearts as well.
Okay.
Done.
Okay. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. I've tried my bit to capture those pink hearts, Vinisha.
I'm sure they would have come out very beautiful.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Akanksshaa and Sonia, for your valuable time. And thank each participant here today. As Sonia mentioned, I think it's destined to have those who were meant to join in today's call. Thank you so much. Thank you, Tinu. Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.